Hello, everybody, and welcome back to me. Also, welcome to Yes Your Grace. This is a game that I don't actually know that much about it, but that seems to be my norm. But I saw some previews for it at the end of last year. I figured I would pick it up, and I picked it up. So I guess we're just going to jump into it. I have a rough idea of what we're going to be doing, but that's about it. So no, yeah, we're gonna do this. No, 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 no. Yes. I do like the music though, so I guess we'll see what happens. Let's just hit new game. Yes or Grace is a game of tough choices. I like tough choices. I like sitting around and indecisively staring at them until something bad happens. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Why do I feel like that's kind of condescending a little bit? If you simply have enough resources at the end of the week, well, that's good enough for me, I suppose. Yes, Your Grace. Yes, a dude on the throne. I assume that's me? Are you me? This throne?
Oi, oh,
Ooh,
oi,
boy,
oi,
boy,
ei,
a
ka,
ka,
daboa,
dabor,
oi,
oi,
daboa,
dabor,
e,
e,
eu,
e.
oi, cap, oi, e, oi, ei,
I mean, I guess I have to talk to the dude in the armor. We'll talk to the dude in the Audrey. I don't know. I guess that could be a dude's name if you really tried. Come here, Audrey. What do you have to say? It's time, Your Grace. I am not going to do voices for everyone. It's time, Your Grace. Click on the throne to step down. Any part of the throne? Can I click on the top? Yes.
obanwa,
I had better put on the crowd. I tried that earlier, and you didn't want to. Explore the rooms to find items of interest. Okay, goodbye.
daboa,
Oh, that more. Okay.
iba,
Fine, I'll put on the hat. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner, select an item to interact with
oi,
it. Crown of the King of Davern? Okay.
oi,
It's getting a bit rusty. It's made of gold! If your gold is rusting, you should get a new one. I'm just saying. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Let's go this way, since it seems to want me to go that way. This is a map of your castle. You click on the castle wall to go there. Are we, like, under siege? Did the game just immediately start us in a you're all gonna die situation? Maybe. Let's go to the castle wall. Your Grace! That's me! A deserter. Well, what did he have for dessert? Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Okay, shed. Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is sparse as it is. We need every sword hand available to hold a sword, Your Grace. This is kind of obvious. If he was willing to, at least it's obvious to me. If he was willing to desert for nothing, he would be willing to turn against us for nothing as well. There's no place for cowards under my banner. Anyone who refuses to stand for Davern will meet with justice. Oh, this is fine. Not really. You did what you had to do. I did. That was the thing that I did do. Over here, Your Grace. No. Can I get the bucket? No. I assume anything that I can interact with gets highlighted, like the soldier. Your Grace. Your Grace. Your Grace. Okay. Um. Hello, General.
caboa,
How bad is it, General No Face? Our men are scared. It's the middle of the night, and yet it's so bright as if Oh no. Svarog himself walked our lands. I can see I'm going to have issues with, pronunciation. The thin walls. Why are the walls thin? It won't last long, and we lack any solid defensive measures. We don't have enough men, and once they get in, we have nothing we can throw their way. Can you hear the chanting? They're getting ready. We'd better get started. I have gathered archers from all other walls. Oh, it's like medieval too, where you just gather everyone on the one side of the wall. Okay. It's still time to raise the white flag. Okay. That is a very loud walkway. Okay, so we have archers, Sons of Davern, or put up a white flag. I mean, they're not going to kill us off in the introduction, right? So, do we want to just immediately start firing, or do we want to do a speech? Let's do a speech. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. My brothers! We stood together through the worst of times, we've proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you to fight for all you hold dear, for Davern. Sword. Arrows. Arg. Oh, I'm sorry. Arg. And they all lived happily ever after. Yes, your grace. 1 year And now we're a year earlier, and I'm counting, and I assume this is my waifu and my kiddu, and I assume this is also the other kid back here hiding behind the bushes because we're playing hide and seek. 2, 1, here I come. Lorsulia, you found me. Well done, father. Come on now, it's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? There's no way to speak with your father. Well, I found you. Lorsulia is a stick in the mud. Shut it. Asalia, we can see you from miles away. I did see you from miles away. I found you too, Aurelia. I'm not playing with you, darling. Oh, it's my waifu. I knew it was my waifu. The sun finally came out, let me enjoy it. No, I found you! I found you! Ah, fine. Should have installed your sister from across the garden. She always has to ruin everything. I'm pretty sure you ruined it. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Okay, I'm behind that. Oh wait, you can't write. Rude. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. And then they stomp away. Ursulia is such a dumpling. Just let me enjoy the son Eric. So my name is Eric, and why aren't you helping me? You should be like, kids, stop bullying your dad. He's just a dude. Hello, Sidani. Who are you? Oh, it's another one of my kids. I have many kids, apparently. No, I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. Ha, you lost the game. How official. Maybe next time, Sidani. Oh hey, it's the dude. Well, it's Audrey. That was his name. Forgive me, I have to interrupt you, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games, the throne room awaits. The throne room awaits. Here we go. Grevno, week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, your grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. I don't disagree. Okay, so we have gold, food, swords, masks, a dude, and a two-headed bird? No. Well, there's only... It's a carrier pigeon. Got it. Okay. What's this button? Main entries. People needs family. So Lorsulia is the oldest of Eric's daughters. Polite, smart, learns quickly, and is 13. Asalia is the middle daughter. Playful, adventurous, but doesn't care what others think about her. What, we don't get an age for her? Rude. Sadani is the youngest, observes and learns quickly, often mimicking their actions, and Aurelia is my waifu. Mother of their $3. She's always happy to advise the king on important matters, unless it happens to involve the disciplinarian actions of our children. And none of our entries have been completed. Okay. Of course, this is the options. Peasant. Tell me. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools, resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day's work. This seems reasonable. Make it the best inn around. Oh, we surely will. Hey, we got a mask. Thank you, Your Grace. New entry. Is it in here? New inn for the village. Peasant asked for gold to build a new inn for the village. The king decided to support the village with gold. Okay. Dungeon guard. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. A pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. What? We should really fix these things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. That seems reasonable. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. I've already done that. Flood damages. Recent raining weather damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. We should repair the damages when possible. Fair enough. What about you, peasant? My daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter-in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy the fancy wine on the market, 5 gold and 5 supplies. Is it really my job to fund your wedding? I mean, really, like, I don't think it, no. More important matters at hand, which your daughter the best for me. You skip us on a little gold. Shouldn't the king support his people? You're not the people. You are one person. You're not. Entry completed. Peasant asked for gold supplies by desired wedding. The king decided to ignore the request. Fair enough. Tell me about the kingdom. What would you like to know? Resources. To keep control of 4 resources to keep our kingdom running smoothly: gold supplies, army, and masks. We need to distribute the gold supplies to our petitioners. If they're happy, their contentment will grow, and they will grant us glorious golden masks. A strong kingdom needs a big army. To gain more soldiers for our army, we will need to make alliances with neighboring lords and kings. We can gain resources through taxes, as well as from the alliances we make with lords. Taxes. Villages in our domain pay taxes, yep. Happy people will pay their taxes gladly. Resentful ones will do what they can to get around paying. This is why we need to make sure people's contentment is high in order to keep the gold and spice flowing. Petitioners. Peasants, merchants, knights, foreigners, lords, even, they all have problems and will seek your help. We can use our resources or agents to help those in need. Beware, some might be malicious. Glad that was an empty can. So you should carefully consider who is truly in need of your help. That's all for now. Okay, waifu. What do you need from me? Can you go speak to Lorsulia? I tried talking to her, she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Maybe she will open a bit more to you. She's probably wandering around at the wall. Okay, sure. Hi. Excuse me. This guy just came in. Rude. What do you want? Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night, unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Beg you must send men to check what happened and find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright red heads, short, sharp fangs, hundreds of them. Beaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. Who are they? The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next sweep once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family members before you can advance. So, monsters attack the village. We have sent a general to see if he can find anything. Okay. Nothing new there. Can I keep wearing my hat? Why are we... Why are we just leaving the window hanging open? 1,000-year-old swords. Okay. I'm not sure if it's good or bad for the place to seem more friendly. That's a fair point. Alright, let's go talk to our kiddo. Blue icons are important matters to attend to. Green icons show optional conversations. Let's go to our dungeons, because we heard about the collapse. Damn it, this is worse than I thought. Recent downpours has done a lot of damage to the building, or has damaged a lot of buildings. While we still have space for prisoners, we need to focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see that in your weekly summary. It's going to be costly, yes. Thank you. I'm just looking around. Kinda looks like... Used to store our wine. Kinda looks like, it's been collapsing for a while. I would rather not go in there. What if more walls collapse? Don't tell me what to do. Very dark and moist. I'm one of those people who giggles at the word moist. I'm sorry. Wouldn't stay here any longer than a minute. Who are you? Oh God, that could have been me. Did you see what happened here? It was in the other cell. I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins, and I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here? Bumped into the innkeeper and stepped on his toe. He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even pay the gold. I know the innkeeper, he was pretty upset. I have been enlightened, I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. Maybe I'm not... Maybe this... It really depends, like, on my mindset at the moment. Like, obviously I am the king of this place. But, I don't know how large the kingdom is. So, when it's like, petitioners are coming up and asking for help with a wedding, or something like this, where the dude got drunk and locked in a tavern, and, and he got locked in the king's dungeons for that. And it's like, if it was a really large kingdom, you would not be able to really do that. Like, the king wouldn't just casually come in and, like, oh yeah, I'll fund this random peasant's wedding, or yeah, this guy who got drunk at a tavern, I'm going to stick him in my personal dungeon. But with that said, if this was like an early feudal era where like everyone and their mother was naming themselves king, like if you play in like Crusader Kings, for example, and you're playing as a king, then it's a petty kingdom, for example. But I think he's having fun. Yep, the gods have truly chosen me. Thank you. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. I don't want them to. Alrighty then. I believe that will be the end of this episode. So, next time we'll see what the family's doing. But until then, happy gaming.